been made in such a way, it's phased. The breast milk that comes in the first few days is even more special than the breast milk that comes later. The breast milk that comes in the first few days, apart from giving the best nutrients in the best form that will be absorbed, is also giving the babies antibodies, is giving the baby some immune factors that is going to build your immune system so that this vulnerable baby, when attacked by bugs in the community, can fight appropriately. So can you understand the disservice that is happening now when a baby is given cow's milk, especially before 6 months? Yes. So this advice that has come out from intelligentsia, that try to give breast milk exclusively. The uptake in Nigeria, the figure is woeful.
It is. It's really
considering bad. The fact that we have so many problems within our health system, within our infrastructure, within the environment. We need to, this is one up that we can make sure.
And it's inexpensive.
Yes, there has to be at least a 95% uptake. And everybody has to work on it. Not only the health policy makers, the health planners, the religious organizations we have, because the communities, the traditional communities we have, the health settings, there must be an emphasis. But we must explain to them why. Yeah. They must know that breast milk has everything special for your baby. The process of breastfeeding helps in that process of attachment that I spoke about, where you are already creating a beautiful emotional channel with your baby. It helps in making the mother's uterus contract.
Yes.
It is a form of natural contraception.
Yes.
Papa God has thought about everything.
Yeah.
He's giving us breast milk, so use it. I just want to interject and add that there's been something that has crept a long time, is adding water. There is no need to give our babies additional water. Breast milk will produce everything.
Yes.
And please do not throw away that yellow breast milk that comes in the first few days of life. This is magic. Do you know, Toju, that in some centers in America now, colostrum, this gold milk I'm talking about, is being collected now and is being prepared for even non-babies because of all the goodness in it.
Yes.
That's one point. Another point I have to emphasize is the preparation. You have to prepare so that you don't feel you're a failure, because that can lead to a lot of frustration and depression for our new mothers.
If they're unable
so in the antenatal period, particularly in the last month, there must be a lot of preparation to make sure that your nipple is in a good condition. When the baby is born, you take adequate amounts of fluids and you eat well.
Okay. That's terrific. So, I mean, there's just so much to talk about, about babies, and we can keep going on. But
yes, I can spend the whole day.
Yeah, we can do it, So, we're going to try and wrap it up now. And I know that it's very, very important that everything you said is imbibed and really taken note of, because these are the things that will improve newborn survival.
Yes.
As you said, we are not doing very well with newborn survival in Nigeria. And so everything that Dr. Doseku talked about are important things that we should take to heart. Infection, watching out for yellow jaundice. These are the things that take the babies in that first month of life. Yes. So we have to be, like she said, every mother really must be a detective. So, Dr. Doseku, it's just been so wonderful to have you here on the show with us. I think we have to do a newborn care part 2, because I feel like there are other
so many things
that
to talk about.
We weren't able to talk about, like the care of the circumcision and just some other things. So I think that's on tap, probably season season 4. We'll try and do that. But thank you so very much for joining us on the Healthzone. It's been a pleasure having you.
I just want to make one statement. I want to remind everybody, that's the mothers, the grannies, the health planners, the government, that 1.16 million newborn babies die every year in Africa.
Yes.
It is an unacceptable number, and we all have to join hands and make a change. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We've been listening to Dr. Doseku talk about caring for newborns. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We just learned so many things from Dr. Efumbo Doseku. It was just terrific. Lots of really good information. So I'm just going to recap quickly the most important things that she talked about. The first 28 days of life, which is the neonatal period in a baby's life, is the most dangerous time in the baby's life. Millions of newborn babies die during this period due to conditions and diseases that are readily preventable or treatable. Severe infection is a significant cause of death in newborns, so it's so critical to practice good hygiene when caring for babies. Wash our hands every single time before we handle a baby. It is also important that an antiseptic called chlorhexidine be applied to the umbilical cord early, within the first few minutes after cutting the cord, and then about 2-3 times a day for the next 7 days until the cord falls up. This is important because a lot of the infections that kill newborns actually start from around the umbilical stump. We also talked about breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. Of all interventions that have been tried to improve newborn survival, that is the most important yield. Just breastfeeding for 6 months is the most important one that ensures newborn survival. Babies should be placed to sleep on their back. This is the safest position for the baby and actually decreases the risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Then there's some important things to watch out for, very important things to watch out for in the newborn period. Number 1 is infection. Number 2, yellow jaundice. And lastly, making sure that you're feeding your baby adequately with that wonderful substance called breast milk. This has been Dr. Toju saying, stay healthy.